Hi, Jules here. Do you ever feel like your body just shuts down? Like you're so overwhelmed that your body won't move? So picture staring at your to-do list and reading over it and feeling so paralyzed that you just can't move forward. And then the worst part of it is you blame yourself for that. Like, why am I like this? Well, I've been there, and that's why I'm sharing this video. In this video, I want to share 2 steps that I use regularly when I'm feeling overwhelmed. And stick around, because the second step, I promise you, is going to make you look at anxiety in a very different way. So let's set up the scene of how this happens sometimes. You know, maybe you've made a decision that you do deserve more. So you light that candle, you'd maybe do a short meditation, you grab that journal, and then your thoughts start going crazy. And you start hearing yourself saying things like, it's too late, this is stupid, I need to do something more productive. And so then the journal gets closed, it gets put on the counter, and you grab your phone and you doom scroll, or you open up the bottle of wine, and the next thing you know, you're staggering to bed with that bottle of wine. Well, that's been me in the past. So stick around and let's chat about how we can make some changes to your life so you can move forward one small step at a time. So here's the truth that most people don't tell us, is that when we're feeling that way, we're in deregulation. It is our nervous system trying to protect us. We get overwhelmed, we get over anxious, and our nervous system goes into overload and shuts us down to try to keep us safe. And not fun, but it's a reality. So you're likely, when this happens, you're looking at your to-do list and you're frozen and you can't do anything. And I've been there so many times, and it still happens to me sometimes. Like, I'm not perfect. But you're in freeze mode. And I'm sure many of you have heard of the fight, flight, and freeze. And what happens here is that you're in freeze mode. You cannot talk your way out of freeze mode, but you can flip the switch. You can do some actions on a regular basis that can teach you how to move from freeze to action and feel like your life is moving forward and feel like you're no longer stuck. And there will still be days when you feel stuck. But these 2 tools that I'm going to teach you very shortly are going to help you be stuck a lot less often. So what are these 2 tools that I'm talking about? Okay, here we go, finally. One of them grounds you and calms you, and the other one gets the thoughts out of your head and onto a piece of paper. So let's do the first one together, and it's called the 5 senses. So if you're cross-legged like me, I don't know where you're sitting or what you're doing, put your feet firmly on the floor. Maybe put your hands on your knees. And we're going to do the 5 senses together. So the first one is to look around the room and find 5 things you see. So even when I'm looking at the camera, I can see myself. I can see the plants. I can see a pillow. I can see a lamp in the background. And let me see, I can see my camera. So think about that. What are 5 things around you that you can see? Okay? Now, again, your feet are still firmly on the ground. Your hands are on your knees. What are 4 things you can touch? So maybe you do have to move your hands this time. So I can touch my body. I can touch my hair too. I can touch the plant. And I can touch my chair. Okay? So just, you don't need to move. 4 things around you that you can touch. Name 3 things that you can hear. Well, one thing I can hear loud and clear, I just cleaned my cat's water fountain. We have a very fancy smancy water fountain for our cats, and I can hear it. It's like a waterfall. I can also hear the traffic outside. I'm sitting beside a window, and I can hear my voice. I can hear myself talk. Okay. And then what are 2 things you can smell? Well, I wish I had my coffee with me because I could take a nice deep breath of that, but I can smell the air around me. And I'm actually coming at a loss for a second thing that I can smell, but you know, this is something that you don't have to go through fast. You can just even move around and find something else that you can smell. And then what's one thing that you can taste? And again, if I had my coffee with me, I could take a drink of my coffee, or if you're having a snack, you could have a snack, or even tasting the inside of your mouth. Like, have you ever thought about what does that taste like? You have saliva. What does that taste like? Have you just brushed your teeth? Does it taste like fresh toothpaste? And as you do this grounding activity, when you're doing the touch, you can touch these objects and say, how does it feel? What is the texture like? When you're looking around the room, when you're spotting things that you can see, are they square? Are they large? Are they small? Like, you can go through all of these things in your head. And what is that all doing for you? It is grounding you. So if you've done that activity with me, how are you feeling right now? Are you feeling calm? I would think you are. I hope you are. If you aren't, maybe pause the video and try it again without listening to me. So 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Try it. If you need to pause the video, do that. Come back, and we're going to go to the second step. Okay, so finally, step 2, my favorite, and I do it regularly when I'm feeling overly anxious, is a brain dump. I also call it a thoughts dump in my Breathe journal. So I grab my journal. Sometimes if I don't have my journal nearby and I'm feeling really stressed, and maybe I'm not home and I just need to regulate myself, I grab a piece of paper. And, sometimes I set a timer. You don't need to, but if you're new to this, you might want to set a timer for a minute. And then get that piece of paper and your pen, head down, and write everything that comes to your mind. Everything. The bad, the good, the ugly. Things like, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. Nobody loves me. I'm so alone. All of those thoughts, like all of these crazy, ridiculous thoughts that are in your head that are creating limiting beliefs, that are holding you back, that are creating this fight, flight, or freeze in you. Write it all down on a piece of paper. When you're finished, when you have nothing left to give, take a look at that piece of paper, read it to yourself, and then, if you're brave enough, read it out loud. Okay, so you've written all that. It's a lot. So grab one of the comments, maybe the one you feel like you need to work on the most, and ask yourself, is it true? Now, in the mood you're in, even though you've done a grounding exercise, your first impulse might be to say, yes, it's true. That's why I wrote it. Challenge that thought. What's the proof behind it? Do some research. Just think about it. For example, if you say to yourself, nobody loves me. Really? Nobody loves you. Okay. So, challenge it. Think about, maybe you were with your girlfriend yesterday, or if you were with a friend. Do they love you? If they don't love you, why are you hanging around with them? Do you have a pet? Does your pet follow you, like your dog or your cat, from room to room? You are loved. You are loved. So when you're done that, when you've had the time to breathe into that activity and realize that those thoughts that are coming out of your head are not true, then do a quick turnaround and say, I am loved. I'm just not feeling great right now. I'm feeling a little stuck. I'm feeling alone today, but I'm definitely loved. For whatever reason, you found my video and you pressed play. Maybe you were frozen. Maybe you were in the middle of an anxiety attack or highly stressed. I hope what my video has done has helped you become grounded through the 5 senses and get those ugly, awful thoughts out of your head. Because just remember, your brain does not know the difference between your thoughts and reality. Let me say that again. Your brain does not know the difference between reality and your thoughts, your imagination. Okay? That's a whole different video for another time. So what we've just done here, that's transformation. One small step at a time to keep you moving, to get you unstuck. Will you get stuck again? Probably. I do. I still do. But this is helpful. These are 2 steps, 2 tools in my mental health toolbox that I use on a regular basis, and it helps move me forward. You know, I have a full-time job that I absolutely love. I also have a side business, and I'm taking courses. And there was a time when I wasn't happy, and now I am. I've had a mindset shift over the last year that has just been amazing. And journaling daily, meditating daily, and using these tools when I'm feeling overly anxious have really changed the trajectory of my life. And I want to share all of this with you. So this is it. I've shared the 2 steps that I use on a regular basis. So if anything here resonated with you, please hit the thumbs up on this video and subscribe. Share the video with any friends and family that you think might benefit from it. And if you want to go deeper on those 2 steps that I shared, I have a document that you can have. You can download it onto your own computer and print it out. And I have the link down below. So until next week.